Welcome to Fat Phobic Fridays, where if you're fat, it's your fault.
So I did an experiment just to prove that everyone is pussy. I got fat to 250 plus pounds, and then I lost the weight systematically 6-7 months by controlling my calories and not being a pussy about it.
It's a choice.
That's what I'm saying. You chose to be fat. Were you born that way?
That's irrelevant.
Did you have an opportunity to have that decision? Because I never had that decision.
If you're fat, you made a conscious decision to overeat. You are in control of every single morsel of food that goes into your mouth. So we can't sit here and be like, no, they have a body thing because of their thyroids or slow metabolism or body type. None of this shit exists anywhere except for the United States.
First off, no one is born fat. We're all born with a clean slate. And yes, if you become fat, that's a choice that you made. You chose to put that food in your mouth. Now, that being said, it's also the parents' responsibility to make sure their kids do not get fat. Kids aren't cooking their own food. Kids aren't driving to McDonald's themselves and ordering a double Big Mac cheeseburger. It's the parents doing it for them. They are enabling the child. I know a parent in my extended social circle, and this parent has got a few kids. The kids aren't even teenagers, and they are morbidly obese. I worked out how many calories these young girls consume every single day, and it was averaging between 3,500 and 4,000 calories per day. Absolutely disgusting. And whose fault is it? The parents. If my kid gets fat, that's on me. All that being said, when that kid grows up, the ownership then falls on him to change it. Sure, you can blame your parents for feeding you too much when you was a kid, but still, you are now an adult and no one is going to change that situation for you apart from you. So you still have to make the choice to change. And if you do not make the choice to change, that means you are making the choice to stay the same and continue being fat.
Do you think fat phobia is a real thing? So you're laughing at fat phobia right now?
Oh yeah, totally. 100%.
So is it a real thing or not?
Like being scared of getting fat?
Yeah, it's like racism, but for fat people, not for black people. That's just normal racism. Like if a guy didn't want to date a girl because she was fat, is that fat phobia?
I think so. If he's dating her, choosing not to date her solely based on the fact that she's fat.
It's not that they don't like fat people because they're fat. It's just that they're simply not attracted to them.
It's called a preference in the exact same way that a lot of women won't date a man who's shorter than them. You know why this is? Because we understand on a deep internal level, if I see a girl who's really overweight, morbidly obese, I am automatically going to make the assumption that she's not fertile, she's going to struggle to have kids, she's unhealthy, and she's going to pass those unhealthy habits onto our kids. This isn't a conscious thought. This is just something we know deep down in ourselves. In the same way that we see someone who's anorexic and we go, wow, that isn't healthy. It's like looking at an Ethiopian kid who's malnourished. We know that's not right. They need help. And women tend to go for men who are taller because they feel safe. They like men who are bigger than them because they want to be protected. And of course, there's loads of details in that, like you can be 6'4" and an absolute skinny little whippet who couldn't fight his way out of a wet paper bag. Taller men are just more desirable in the same way the slimmer women are just more desirable.
Oh my god, stop. What are you doing? Eating a taco from Taco Bell? You really shouldn't be eating that. I shouldn't fuel my body because why? It's just not good for your health. Okay, so what? You see all these other thin people eating the exact same thing I am, yet you're targeting me? Well, yeah, because they're thin. They don't need to be told anything. Oh, so I see. You're just fat phobic, and anytime a fat person is happy living, you don't want them to be. You have to do something about it. You just have to, right? Yeah, well, guess what? I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna eat my taco.
First off, there's a difference between fueling your body and overeating. And yet, unfortunately, when people see someone who's obese eating, some people are going to make assumptions that they shouldn't be eating that, when a skinny person could be eating the same thing and people don't even think about it twice. And this doesn't mean that you're discriminating or being a divvy. It's natural to think this way. Here's a question for you. When you go to the hospital and you see people standing outside with a drip and they're smoking a cigarette, what do you think? You think exactly the same thing as this. They shouldn't be smoking that cigarette. That's bad for them. Whereas if you see someone just walking down the street smoking a cigarette, looking perfectly healthy, you don't really give it a second thought. So yet you can have someone who's skinny, eating junk food, and it doesn't even register. But then you see someone who's extremely overweight and morbidly obese, and they're eating junk food, and alarm bells go off. This is regular human psychology. I don't understand how people get offended by this. Another example is if you see an anorexic girl going for a run, the first thing you're going to think is, why is she exercising? She needs to get a sandwich down her. She shouldn't be exercising at all. She should be trying to put as much weight on as possible. That can't be good for her. She's going to lose more weight. right? Not hard to understand, is it? But because we live in a soft society where no one wants to offend anyone, and the majority of people are obese, that's why the whole body positivity and fat activist movement has caught traction, because there's just more people who are fat. Now, I'm fully aware that there's people out there thinking that I am fat shaming, which I'm not. I actually do believe in fat shaming, but fat shaming yourself or fat shaming your mates if you know that they can handle it and it's going to make them make a change. One thing I don't like is people putting others down who are trying to actively change their situation.
Y'all, this pissed me off so bad. I got 2 clips to show you. Watch the first one for context.
I just want this gone. You know, 10 pounds, maybe 20, because right now.
So the first clip is this girl just getting ready. You know, regular get ready with me like every other content creator does. But then we got some men doing this in her comments. Sarcasm right here. Best Gymshark athlete model. Gymshark most in shape athlete. And then this jerk off right here. Why is the back in the front? Sleeper build. Bro was out of breath. And it goes on. How dare you men come into this girl's comments being disrespectful? How dare you do that? You have no idea how much it probably took for her to even post that video. For her to even come to social media to share her journey. But y'all don't do this to every other content creator. I guarantee you on a skinny content creator, y'all not doing this stuff. And you know why? Because they look the way that you think they should look. It's boiling my blood at this point. And then unfortunately, she had to come back and make this video.
Well, the boys have found the video. I get comments like this, like literally every minute right now. Just in the past few hours, it's gained 1 million views, which is crazy to me. I'm literally getting dressed to go work out, and the hate comments on that video, crazy. About 90% of the dudes that are commenting, hateful. Horrible comments, okay? First off, I can wear whatever the heck I want to the gym. If it's comfortable and it gets the job done for me, I'm wearing it. Other girls can wear it. Anybody can wear it. If it fits you, you can wear it. You can't tell anybody what to wear, period. 2, I am beautiful. People are saying, Cap, stop lying to her, she's not beautiful. I am beautiful. First of all, it's on the inside what matters, obviously, but I'm still beautiful, okay? And just because I don't have the perfect body doesn't take away from my beauty.
And this is what I'm talking about. These people that choose to pick on people that don't look like them. For what? Shits and giggles? What are you doing it for? Who are you really helping? But you're talking crap about someone because you have problems within yourself. This bullying and this threat that comes from you guys is honestly really embarrassing. What possesses you guys to come out of your way to post something like that? Disgusting. Where's this threat? What was she doing to you besides living her life? Do you guys not care about what you're doing to this person's self-esteem? This is disgusting. We're not having that mess, especially over here. I dare y'all to come to my comments with that mess.
So this is something that I don't condone. But once again, my caveat is when you're on TikTok, you're going to expect all this. I call it TikToxic. When I was posting on there and smashing TikTok, I went from like 0 to 60,000 followers in the space of a few months, like 6 months or something. I got so much hate because I didn't look super jacked. I recorded loads of content when I'd lost loads of weight. I had a little bit less muscle on my frame. I had loads of t-shirts that just didn't compliment me whatsoever. I was lean, but I just didn't look good in a t-shirt. I got ripped. I got roasted. You're skinny. Do you even lift? Why would I listen to you? That is TikTok for you. So the only thing I can really say to this is they shouldn't really be commenting this type of stuff. But when you put yourself out there in a public domain, you have to expect that you're going to be criticized to a certain extent, and that's why you'll come across a lot of these fat activist TikTok accounts and they have the comments turned off because they know that they're going to get a lot of hate. And of course it's not good, but you're not going to change certain types of people. There's always going to be people hiding behind private accounts commenting this type of stuff. So I believe the solution is do your thing and develop thicker skin and just expect it. Even the most perfect people in the fitness industry get a lot of hate. It's the way it is. As this channel grows, I'm not going to expect 100% approval rating. I'm probably going to get all sorts of mad comments. I might even get a few below this video. And that being said, let me know what you think of these videos down below in the comments. Do you agree or disagree with me? I don't mind a bit of discourse, having a little bit of a disagreement. I stand firm in my opinions, but I'm always open to change my mind with a good, sound, logical argument. And if you're new to the channel, check out some of my other content here. We upload 7 days a week, and I'll see you all tomorrow.